I think it's about time for another adventure. Now the weather isn't supposed to be super amazing, so I'm not expecting a whole lot. But I am gonna get packed tonight, so I've got all my gear ready, and I think tomorrow is just gonna be more of an exercise in exercise. Just to get out and practice, and to make sure the skills stay sharp. So. before I leave this location, I want to run through the equipment I used on today's shoot. I've been carrying, as of the past year or so, the Mindshift. This is the Mindshift Gear 180-degree panorama. As you saw, what's beautiful about it is I'm able to pull my camera around to my front, kind of like a fanny pack, and access all my gear from there. And I also have the filter hive attached to the waist belt, which gave me access to filters. And the filters were really important today because I ran into a couple challenges, and we'll go over those real quick. This is my Nikon D750, 24 megapixels, and I love using this camera. It's been a great camera with the 16 to 35, also Nikon. This is the f4. And some of the challenges I ran into today were the sky. As the sun began to rise, there was a particular cloud that sat right in front of the sun, and it started to burn out. And as I tried using my filters here to bring down the sky without touching the foreground, because the foreground was still in darkness since that sun wasn't quite shining through, and it was actually raising up behind the mountain in most of the scenes. So what I ended up doing is, as I brought down that sky, it started to darken the mountaintop, and it started to have an unnatural look. I made sure to use a soft graduated filter. This is a 0.9, it's a 3-stop with a soft gradation, and I kind of pulled that down past the mountain into the front edge of the water, which tend to show up a little bit brighter in my video, or in my LCD screen, in the image. But something I ran into was then my foreground, there was parts of it that started to look unnatural. The foreground started to look too bright. And so what I ended up doing was grabbing another graduated filter and pushing it up from the bottom, just so the thinnest parts of that filter, that soft grad, would kind of bring my foreground back into a more neutral position, so the image looked more balanced and a lot less like filters had been used. And so that was probably my biggest challenge today, was a lot of the shots, as the sun got higher, started to look like I was using filters. There was this really unnatural difference between my background and my foreground, and so I had to kind of make those blend a little bit better. And the only other gear other than that I used was, of course, my tripod. And this is an Eric from Three Legged Thing. Yeah, it's the X4 Eric. I hope you guys enjoyed that. It's been super meditative out here today, and just really peaceful. And that's kind of why I wanted to do this wrap up on location before heading home. There's a train that passed by, as you guys saw, and it's just been a really great experience getting out this morning. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching.